Deco, 1937. Yes, I hate winter. Well, it's autumn, and I suppose autumn's not too bad with the golden brown leaves, and it's just a forewarning of what's to come. Freezing bloody cold, frosty mornings, tootling to work on this, but I've nearly finished. I should have filmed it all, shouldn't I? But it's no big deal. I'm gonna just fit them bolts because they're quite stylish, aren't they? I had them on my X4, although they were chrome with red lights. What do I really need? A bloody mud flap. But I've decided to put it on the L plate side. If police moan, or if I decide it does look a bit crap, I could just blank it off, or even just get a knife and slit it off there, couldn't I? Or even there. I nearly got a checkered one for scooters, that's another option. It'll do a job, you know, shortening it. Anyway, the final job is to push it into the connecting block. Better with a mate, with a, how's that cat fur. They've been on the shelf for years. These were on my X4 custom bike and my Super 4. They're the bleepers, still merrily bleeping away. And here, I've joined them all together, used some heat shrink piping, as Alan recommended, instead of just twisting it and putting crappy insulation tape around. I've not actually used any of that tape. It's all heat shrink links. I've used the little squares to cover the holes up. They made a right arse. Dealers don't bother, you just drill, fit the L plate. One was at 35mm, one's about 55. It's not. I was going to obscure it all with yellow tape, but I thought no, wherever K2 motorcycles is, keep it on. Plus it has a BS stamp on, so nobody can complain. Right, positive was the yellow one. I should use thinner cable. There we are, it's in. And the negative was the middle one, black. The theory is that bend one way. I've done this before and it works. And the little blades keep it in position. No, it's missed on it. I'll set this off, I'm steaming up. That's what I've not done, silly sod. Not stripped it enough, so therefore when you closed it, that was catching and ripping off. So what you do, ensure there's plenty of bare wire, stick it in the hole, and then any bare wire is covered with tape, so we'll use insulation tape afterward, after all. And I just tested it and it worked. Steaming up again. That's what I mean, cold, innit? Remember on a Sunday, my mum's gone up to the cenotaph in her car. And she said because of her hip she's not joining the procession. Normally they go from the War Memorial Park, cenotaph, down the hill onto the town centre, and I did a video a couple of years ago when that picture of me great granddad was there, who died at Passchendaele. The minute silence at 11 o'clock on smooth radio, it was meant to be a live link to Whitehall, and it was just noise, like traffic noise and bloody birds squawking. That wasn't silence. Not exactly a tribute from the noise. That's coming off already. Only cheap. Got this off again. Right, well, it's done. And it's only that strap again. It's quite good that, because the seat locks under there. But where it actually sits on the little rubber cushions, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. That'd help, wouldn't it? Cushions. Yeah. That's at the front, 4 there. 2 there, which are there I think. Actually that can go on, can't it? I'll just show you the little test. Oops. Lights run all the time. And yeah, little brake lights holding the mud flap on. And like I said, I was going to go to the local motoring shop and have another number plate made, but it's alright, patched up, holes patched up. So another little job done for the YBR work commuter. And a van collecting scrap in the back. Let's just check what's been going on. Nosy neighbour. Yes, I just checked. It was nothing dumped, but there was a thing on telly. It said people, even arseholes that pin stuff or fly tippers, will wear orange or high vis, and then people don't question them. But they're still thieving gits, you know, or fly tippers. It's a disguise, isn't it? You know, they wear high vis and no one says anything. You can pinch anything if you put high vis on. But no, nothing's been dumped. It's only 1:45. The weather's nice, not cold. You see little lights working. Put some tape around the block and it's under that strap, like I said. Somebody keeps saying with being fuel injection they don't need choke, but starting it up at work on Friday, it didn't stall, you know, but the revs dropped right down. And they're after locking the gates. I said it hasn't warmed up yet, I have to leave it 5 minutes to warm up. Oh well, it's alright, it should be alright now. So I set off. But when it's really frosty, will it be reluctant to get going? Test the lights again with the current going through. Yep. So I'm a learner again. Not been a learner since the early 80s. So what's the law? I like it anyway because it's white, you know. From the rear view, bikes are invisible, aren't they? On your fingers, them plastic blocks. I do have some black metal ones inside. You know, the leverage with the wind blast could potentially ping the heads off. Wind blast at 45 miles an hour. It's alright now, isn't it? With that little clock on as well. Black towel, which should have hung up to dry. soaking. Got bloody soaked last week, but like I said, less than getting me horn at dirty and rusty. So thank you again, Michael, for giving me this little runabout. It should be okay, but you know, I would prefer to go on the motorway to work, because like I said, it's a gradual slope, whereas the air road is a hill, and braking if it's icy on a hill, this isn't recommended, is it? Maybe they'll trade in at Dixon's for a Royal Enfield Meteor 350 single. Yes, I'm working in my undies again. Can't bend over with them tight jeans on. It's alright now, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's just a job. Just to replace them bolts. I'll have a look inside at them metal ones. I like that little last gasp it does when it cuts out. Something going on there, police and an ambulance. And the pubs were open. That pub's always had a reputation of arseholes getting in. Where am I going? Well, just to test the integrity of my little job with the lights, I thought I'd go for a tootle over to Accrington's Pets at Home, but I'll go to a cenotaph here like I did a couple of times before. Bentley, very nice. Oh, a bit different than last time. Most of the leaves are on the road now. I think that clock's slightly wrong. Oh, I wrote them steps. old, aren't they? Third from the top on the far right, William Henry Woods. And my mum's cross. She just put it, unless it was raining earlier. My puppies. At home on the calendar. I'm glad it's not raining. Cats are jumping with fleas. I thought I'd get another lot of bloody flea treatments. When I asked last time, she said, oh, it's a monthly thing. I thought, £20 a month just for cat fleas. And they're all coming. Your speed 37, they're obsessed, aren't they? I was saying to someone online about Genevieve, oh, London to Brighton Run, weren't it? Paul Cowland, just a bit of motoring stuff on TV. I was in an old car, 1903. I said, my God, it's older than the Dirac that was in Genevieve that John Gregson and Diana Sheridan was in. It kept breaking down. And I never noticed in Genevieve the speed signs 30-50 like they are these days, and yet that was 1953. Jeremy Clarkson said they should be more like Germany. A bit behind the times here, aren't we? And again, it is a very overcrowded little country. All the roads jam-packed. Headlight's been fine ever since I changed the bulb over, so I don't know why it blew before. Maybe, like I said, it'd been stood for a while. Who knows, but it's been fine. Keep expecting it not to shine on the back of vehicles and be dud. Pets at home. vet surgery. A plumber who come said his cats go to the vet surgery upstairs at Pets at Home. Never knew. Well, I've got some catnip dreamies, 2 lots of spot on for fleas, so there's 4 pipettes, but they're not them dear brands, you know, they're the budget brands. And I got some wormer for Ginger because she were being sick. I said, oh, spot on wormer, but Bob Martins, I said, my vet keeps saying Bob Martins are rubbish. I said, well, they do only cover tapeworms, any other type of worms, and you might have to see a vet. Thank you. Have a look at the bike shop before I go home. It's worth going in. Like I keep saying, very few bike shops have cheap second-hand bikes anymore. I don't know why. Well, they seem to think it doesn't pay. Like I said, I think I mentioned all this yesterday. When I went back to Raceways, where my Hornet's from. No, it doesn't pay to have second-hand bikes with a few miles on. All ours have got a couple of thousand miles on them. Prices from new are only 2 or 3 grand less than new bikes. Oh. What happened to the old days when you could get a good bike for 1,500 or maybe 2 grand, like Fastline used to sell in Preston? I had a look on their website. They seem to be specialising in expensive 70s Japanese classics. Oh, he's at a biker pub now. Seeing as the open anchor has been closed for ages, that might be an alternative where Accrington Bike Club hang out. Actually, last Saturday was their pre-Christmas bash, but this year is in memory of the head honcho's son who drowned on a fishing trip at Fleetwood. I was gonna go, but I was knackered again. Plus I thought, well, good night on the lash will cost about £50 plus taxes. So I didn't go, and then on the Facebook page hardly anyone turned up. There's only about a dozen revellers watching the heavy metal bands. So is everyone skint? Looks like it, doesn't it? Ooh, the pong. Felt like you had a dead body in the back of that bloody car, you never know, do you? The smell of burning in here. It looks hazy, doesn't it? It's a big fire somewhere. As long as it's not this bike with my wiring. Closed, I just thought you were open on a Sunday. Oh, 3 o'clock. Oh, I'll be able to see my brake lights working and wires are dangling again. I did, oh there we are, you see. I did tuck them away. And if I should get some silicone, squeeze a circle, stick the wires to it, then put a piece of plastic over the top. Would it stick? KTM 890 Duke sold. 9.5 grand. And you know, 12.90 behind it. I don't really drown this bike, do I? It sort of fits for being a custom. The knees are out of the way of the handlebars. Oh well, it's closed. I can always look online. I'm going to have a look online anyway. See what second-hand stock they're having. And Shorrocks as well. Someone said Shorrocks always have a good range of cheap-ish second-hand bikes. Anglesey Villa, nice Victorian building, isn't it? Oh, going up there, are you? Clean the tank and the seat with Mr. Sheen. I'm sliding about all over. Never put polish on your seat cover. See, look at the speed, 50, changing to 5th, going downhill, 55, got some air tip before it runs out of steam. Steaming up again. I'm going to leave this visor open. I think I worked there for 5 years making aircraft parts, and now it's all either empty or little units. That was all GEC from wartime onwards, and right at the back there where the trees are were air raid shelters, but the bombers never got the place because everything was in darkness. Just one bomb dropped in Clayton and destroyed a house. There's a gap in the terrace row. It killed the occupants. So I bet they were looking, look for a GC aircraft factory. It was known as the English Electric. In the 50s they made the lightning. And in the stores they still had a few parts for the English Electric lightning. We had to go, when it was closing down, me and a mate had to go through the stores and log everything. So I had a job for life there, 5 years later, closing down. Marvellous, isn't it? Not only jobs for life these days. So kids and knitted poppies. I bought them last summer for £5. I think it's still at home somewhere. I thought there might be pictures up like there was before, but there isn't. £18.79. That's Rourke's Drift, in it, of Zulu Wars. One way. Surely not. Conservative club long since closed down.